Can you see me? How do you know who I am?
I see much and many things. I simply do not look with these eyes in the same manner that others do. I have heard much as well.
Okay.
Many know you for your dark temperament, watcher who chases Aethus. I also hear the Raparu's heartbeat, grown thready and pained. Now a watcher comes to the gullet, as Amira has shown me you would.
If you're saying the gods sent me, you're wrong.
Either way, you do not work. I cannot fatten your coin purse. But the Raparu never forget a kindness. Do right by us, and all of Neketaka will speak your name.
Yeah, have yourself a deal.
The Raparu are being crushed from the top.
No one deserves to suffer. Not like this.
This is the Huana way. The fish of our nets are drawn. The fruit of our fields, too, is reaped for the tribe. And the coin of our pockets belongs not to one, but to all. All spoils are gifted to the whole of the tribe. The tribe then partakes from the top down, from the most deserving to the least.
So, why are the Raparu the least deserving, the last to partake of the tribe's spoils?
The Mataru risk their lives to protect the tribe. The Kwaru provided skilled goods and services. The tribe takes care of the Raparu more than we contribute to the tribe. Or it did, before our numbers swelled too large. The Dawn Stars would feed us, but the guards forbid them to pervert the order of sharing. There was a man who helped us, a soft-hearted pirate named Ulug. He worked with the Principe captain, Mad Morena, they call her, to bring us food. But for days now,
What happened?
Ulug was never late with his shipments. Always very conscientious. A good boy. The Queen refuses to increase our share of the prize share. Without Ulug's shipments, we will surely starve. I am asking you, what else can we do?
You need an advocate? I'll speak with the royals at Serpent's Crown on your behalf.
Perhaps you can achieve what those of my caste cannot.
Well,
Gain us favor with the crown, and always we Raparu
I'll ask her
will
to
be
resolve
in.
the food shortage.
If we cannot convince the Mataru nor the Principe, Peatly is a child of the Dawn Stars, and has become the Gullet's most cherished healer. Speak, and I will listen.
Right, so I've either got to go and speak to the royals about increasing the food, or go talk to this priest about giving them food? That's what I'm getting at very least. Nope. Nope. The children of Dawnstone know for the... I offered to speak with Prince Harry in the Kahonga Palace on behalf of Rapau, but I don't make a difference. Prince Aruhi in Kahanga Palace. I've got to find that place first. this Kahanga Palace. Gotta talk to the prince.
Your coming is a favorable omen already.
How's that?
You happen by a time when our rivals bicker and tear at each other's throats. It does not take a priest to see how the gods send us an outsider to dig under the skin of our enemies.
I'm not here for the gods, have my own reasons.
You and half of Aorais. I will not paddle around the island. My sister wants to know if you are as useful as you are disruptive. You did not come this far to serve the crown, I say. But sailing is an expensive hobby. Loyal service can keep your galley stocked.
Having a problem with loyalty lately?
Nekataka is a city of friends, I say. We exchange so much between districts. Even my sister's advisors dine at the officers' lounge and indulge at the wild mare.
I take it you prefer friends to remain close.
Here in Serpent's Crown, I can guarantee safety. A helpful warning, Herald of Bereth, from one friend to another.
I have some questions.
After the sorry display we have put on, you have every right to be curious. Have on then.
Still not sure what the argument was about.
The trading companies beat their chests and howl at each other. Business and conquest speak louder than hospitality. If I was the Hazanui, I would think twice before barking that a tribe as wealthy and ruthless as the Valians destroyed my lighthouse.
How does the caste system work in Nekataka?
It is the same in the city as anywhere in the Deadfire. Mataru judge our souls at birth and organize us for the survival of the tribe. I am not the first to say it, but Nekataka has more walls than beaches, more roads than clearings, and more people than fish. Nowhere in the city does a Raparu sit around the same fire as a Mataru. Nekataka tests our traditions, I say.
Don't you see that as a contradiction?
What man or woman of the Isles does not? Our ancestors built this place. It is for my sister and her priest to judge the fit. It is the same. I'm not the first to. Nowhere in the city does a Raparu sit around the same fire as a Mataru.
Speak like the city's aware.
You speak. Our ancestors built this place. It is for my sister and her priest to judge the fit.
No further questions.
While you are in Nekataka, maybe you are interested in making yourself useful. Enjoy your
I'm looking for the queen, not you. Much stuff I can take, nice. Don't know if I'm meant to be up here, but you know what, I didn't say I'm not allowed, so I'm going up here.
You songwriters need a guild if you hope to learn discipline.
Not so. We speak in the tongue of Ngati and Amira. Your pretty dances may upset the puddle, but we command the wind and sky.
Hey, I have missed our little talks.
Where the hell is the prince?
On it.
Let's go to the rooftop. See what's up here.
You make a habit of turning up uninvited.
Green has affected the farm mouth. Relaxed posture. Prioritise lounge indolently beside a seat.
Kohopa, Tangaloa. Welcome, our guest.
He nods down to the cat. They fix you with attentive stares they cause many caught.
Watch out. When these things lick, well, I hope for your sake you're not ticklish.
You travel with a brave crew, Watcher.
They're not budging until Alpha shows her teeth.
Akira, but you have a way with the wild. And diplomacy, I say. There are many leagues between here and Hasongo. I trust you have packed for the journey.
Yeah. I just wanted to look around.
And look, take in the boldness of foreigners. They tell me Hasongo is still cloaked in shadow.
We should speak about Gullet's food shortage.
Does the gullet lack? The seasons play havoc on our crops, I say.
Between rotten food piles and the sanctuary, the Gullet barely supports life.
If I wanted an emotional opinion, I would go speak to my brother Aruihi. He handles local concerns while I lose sleep over the archipelago. Now, with that out of the way, is there nothing else?
You keep interesting pets.
Fine beasts, are they not? Gifts from the Wapua. I named them Kohopa and Tangaloa, which makes the priests very unhappy. Aruihi thinks I should feed my enemies to them alive and screaming. Akira, I have given it thought.
Attention, oh, let's shift over. She has under Green's fingers. You've been in my head since we first met.
Ah, Akira. But listen how the Watcher flatters me. I cannot plant a seed in untilled soil. Akira, I want for there to be trust between us. The trading companies send spies to every corner of the mountain. I say there are places they cannot go.
If you cannot feel home in your place, communication is the least of your concerns.
You and Aruihi think alike. This is my oasis, I say. But you did not climb all the way up the mountain to pay compliments, I say.
Very well.
They tell me Hasongo is still cloaked in
I've got to go back down to talk to that dude again. Great. Hey dude,
I hope you find our city pleasing, Watcher.
sorry about the food shortage.
Shortage? Are the Raparu not fed the leavings of the Quaru and Mataru?
They need more, my prince. Look at this in poor state, there's little enough to go around.
I hear rumor of pirates in the gullet. Ikera, they say my people shelter them in exchange for meager sustenance. Find us solutions instead of old problems, I say.
The Raparo need their queen. What? It would be a shame if the trading companies recognise this failure of leadership. Raparo need the...
Ikera, for what would she sit on her hands if she had the time? Or the resources? The tribes beyond our city look to her as well, and the problems are as numerous as fish in the sea. Again, you bring this up. Speak on, I say.
I really don't want to use it, but I have to.
Ikera, if one framed it that way, I will dredge up the resources to feed the Raparu if the meat must come from my own body. The work of keeping pace with our rivals. There is no... If you have more to say, I am not above listening.
Oh well. I think I may have just done something bad, but let's take a look, see. No one's amazingly upset with me. Yeah, no one's majorly upset. Let's go to Serpent's Crown then. Let's go for inform him of the food relief that he's gonna get.
I've noticed you seem to be frequently at odds with others in your order.
Some of my brethren don't understand why I gotta do what I do. But I'm not beholden to them.
I can certainly sympathize.
Nope. This way maybe? That one. 2 hours and 13 minutes to travel there. That's what it takes. I doubt these guys take the quickest routes either. The Queen will double our efforts to feed your growing population.
Not in this lifetime could I have hoped for more. To have never can I thank you enough, Watcher who has the ear of both kith and gods. Always the Raparu will know of your kindness.
God.
Should you need refuge within Nekadaka, know that the Raparu will stand by your side. May Amira's winds ever...
Right, so that's that. What ones have I got in Gullet? An illicit market in the book called Delver's Row. Someone is bound to know how to search us around. Captain Aldeus wants to parley at a fortress of Fort Deadlight. She assures me this isn't a trap. It most assuredly is.
What have you been up to, Aloth, since we left Twin Elms? Oh, quite a lot. I've been around the Eastern Reach, traveled to Old Valia.
That right? Well, who took you there?
I'm perfectly capable of traveling on my own, you know.
Of course I know that. Just never seen it is all.
I'm gonna play through this stuff. How come water gives -1 crew morale? That doesn't make sense. Let's head out then. To this fort where this person wants to parley. As you ready your ship, a cloaked figure mounts the gangplank, roughly forces burned book into your hands, turn away without a depart. The binding of this book of this tome reeks of smoke. What a few pages remain are crinkled and black, based on the few chapters headers that survived the fire damage. This might have been a book of antiquated laws. Now there's nothing more than charred relic of authority.
You crack the spine of the old book, revealing blackened pages of dense, illegible text. The words recede into the shadows the longer you focus on them. Suddenly, the page widens to eclipse the world around you. A dark void stretches out on all sides. The air full of choking fumes that carry dying embers and curling flakes of ash.
Wave to dispel the smoke.
Something stirs in the darkness. An old woman steps forward, leering down at you from on high. Her smile is toothy and cruel. Her cheeks warp around it like melted candle wax.
I'm so glad that my messenger tracked you down. These days it's impossible to find good help.
WOEDICA.
Watcher, before you draw your weapon, know that these proceedings are under a banner of peace. If this was a trap, it would have already closed around you. While Bareth whispers in one ear and Aethys shouts in the other, I thought you could use a more seasoned perspective to drown out the noise.
So you dragged me into a blistering inferno?
This is but a small corner of the beyond. One that I use for privacy and contemplation, when I need to get away from the endless chatter. Don't you find it unusual how open and accessible my siblings have made themselves? After millennia of subdued whispers, now they practically scream their intentions.
Got a point.
And isn't it strange how we never bicker unless a mortal is watching?
Is it? You tell me.
I would never deny that our pantheon is emotional, willful, and prone to overreaction. But we didn't get this far arguing over minutiae. If we still possessed our glorious titans, my siblings and I would have put an end to Aethys and his rampage by now. While we are powerless to stop him, some of my kin wish to observe how mortals respond to this threat. They think it will shine a light on the value of our patronage. Have we raised you well enough to be self-sufficient? Or must we return to Eora and impose some corrective measures?
And if we prove ourselves, then what?
What indeed? That would depend on which of us you ask. A cross-section of society has converged on the Deadfire. Some of my kin are of an opinion that we are meant to judge mortals on the basis of their performance. while the rest of us have already made up our minds on the matter.
So why do I get the feeling you're trying to convince me of something?
Judge for yourself. But I think you'll find my intentions are more straightforward than you think. When we ascended to godhood, we did so to provide for a savage people. Our goal was to craft a society whose values were made to last.